What's up, Ace of All Ages? Dan's Joker here, and today I am bringing you our Week 7 team builder for the GCL against Florida Froslass, coached by Plasma, also known as Gaming Lilligant on YouTube. Link in the description below, as well as everybody else. This is it. This is Week 7, and we don't know if we're going to make playoffs. There is literally... Okay. There are 5 teams that are super close. We're currently on the top of that list, being 3-3 with a differential of 1. Anything can happen this week, so it is crucially important that we do something big this week. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. Also, my apologies because I'm getting over a little bit of a sore throat. So if you guys hear me like drinking something, that's going to be the reason. If you also hear me like, if I sound more, I don't know what the word is, like choked up, that's also a reason. But you can see the team on the side. He's got Magirna, Megaladios, Volcarona, Crobat, Alomomola, Heracross, Gligar, Rotom-Mow, Registeel, Quagsire, Heliolisk, and Minior. And he's also got the Farium Z. Now, Magirna Farium Z is a big threat. And that's kind of the only thing that he can do that's really big. Because none of his other Pokemon get it except for Rotom-Mow with Fairy Wind, I think. And then Dazzling Gleam Minior. And yeah, let's just go over our team first before I start rambling. We've got Jenny Juice here, the Jellicent, last week's MVP, with Leftovers and Water Absorb, with the moves Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Scald, and Recover. Next up is Skylar Snow, the Alolan Ninetales, back again, with Light Clay and ability Snow Warning, with Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, Moonblast, and Nasty Plot. Next up is Carly Gray, the Fortress, with Leftovers and Sturdy for the ability, with Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Gyro Ball, and Toxic. Next up is Harley Jade, the Mega Tyranitar, with Sandstream, with the moves Earthquake, Stone Edge, Crunch, and Rest. Next up is Mokamora, the Mew, with Normalium Z this week, and Synchronize with the moves Psyshock, Flamethrower, Roost, and Heal Bell. And last but not least is Larkin Love, the Amoonguss, with Black Sludge and the ability Regenerator, with the moves Giga Drain, Clear Smog, Toxic, and Synthesis. Now, let's go over the team, and one glaring error you might be thinking is Harley Jade right here with Rest. Why does it have Rest? Because this thing can just obliterate a lot of his Pokemon. It's got Earthquake for his Heliolisk, his Registeel, and what was the other one? His Magirna. Even though Magirna is a real big threat, it's still coverage and good for switch-ins. He's got Stone Edge for Volcarona, for Crobat, and it also hits Minior as well. It's got Crunch for Megalatios, and that's all it does, actually. That's all Crunch does. But I put Rest on this thing because here's the thing. I know Alomomola is a stall Pokemon. I know Registeel is a stall Pokemon. I know Gligar is most likely going to have Toxic. That's why Mokamora is here with Normalium Z Heal Bell. Essentially, that is going to heal all of our Pokemon's status problems and heal Mokamora's HP. I also gave her Roost as well, just in case like I use that Z Heal Bell at a bad time, or he just starts hitting me really hard with something, most likely Magirna or Volcarona. But I also gave it Psyshock because it hits Crobat and Heracross. If he brings Heracross, I can, unless he's Scarfed, I can keep it in and hit Psyshock, and that's going to obliterate it. It's also why I'm Modest Nature this week instead of Timid. I think it has a chance to Oko Crobat. And Flamethrower is just coverage. It hits Magearna, it hits Heracross, even though Psyshock hits it. It also hits Rotom and hits Registeel. It also does a good amount of damage to Heliolisk because I have Dry Skin. Also, let's point out Skylar Snow here with Nasty Plot. That is a big deal because Nasty Plot at +2, Skylar Snow can obliterate so many Pokemon. So I looked at his team. Ice typing is good against Latios, Crobat, Gligar, and Minior. And is there one I'm missing? Latios, Crobat, Gligar, Rotom, and Minior. Fairy is good against Latios as well. It's also good against Heracross. Freeze Dry lets me hit Alomomola and Quagsire. That is 8 Pokemon that this thing can take care of. I also gave it Aurora Veil just because it's a generic good move with Light Clay as well. And we got the MVP here, Jenny Juice, with Water Absorb, just so she can switch into Alomomola and Quagsire. Quagsire not as much because of its physical moves. Also, Alomomola gets knockoff, I believe. And it's most likely going to be a stall set. I gave her Will-O-Wisp just so I can hinder some of his physical attackers. Actually, I'm going to change this to Toxic just because it doesn't seem like he has enough physical attackers for me to be worried about. The only thing that could pose a problem is Registeel. Registeel cannot be poisoned. I think that's why I had Will-O-Wisp before. Magearna is also a big threat. Actually, yeah, I'm going to change it back to Will-O-Wisp now I'm thinking about it. Because this thing is basically built to outstall them, essentially. Flare Cannon with the Farium Z is just going to hurt anything. I think one of my best bets is Larkin Love here. But it's just a generic Stall Jellicent set that I brought before. Nothing too bad. But Larkin Love here is one of the Pokemon that resists Fairy. The only problem is it can't do much to Magearna. I can send this in, but what does it do? It can Synthesis, it can switch out for a Generator. But I did bring this for the Quagsire, which is hit by Giga Drain. Also, Alomomola is hit by it. There's a good chance this thing can outstall Alomomola just because it's a poison type, which means it's immune to Toxic. Also, it's got Clear Smog just in case something sets up. I don't think Minior is able to one-shot it. I think the only thing it could do is Acrobatics, which is still threatening, but we also have other answers, such as Carly Gray here with Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin. Just some hazard control. I know he's got a lot of defoggers. He's got Megaladios, he's got Volcarona, Crobat, Gligar, and Rotom, all of which get defog. Other than that, there's not too much in terms of hazard control, except for his Gligar and Registeel and Minior getting Stealth Rocks. In which case, I can Rapid Spin them away. Gyro Ball is just a generic move to hit anybody. Because I didn't want to run Volt Switch this week. I thought Gyro Ball would be better. Also, Toxic, just like if I'm predicting a switch into something that's not Steel or not poisoned or Poison type, because he's got Crobat, I can just Toxic it and that will be taken care of. Gyro Ball also hits the Minior for super effective damage. So if he decides to set up on the turn that Carly Gray is in, he will gain speed and he will get hurt by Gyro Ball more. That's basically all the Pokemon here. That's the team. I'm still annoyed that Custap Berry isn't allowed because of Carly Gray here. She would do really well with a Custap Berry, but it's not released, so it's not legal. But that's going to be it for this week. If you guys are psyched, don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button down below. And as always, I'll catch you later.